On this episode, it's brought to you by MaxEffortMuscle.com. How do we address the intro, Daniel?
I mean,
Do you look at life with the glass half empty or glass full?
and do you want to know what Trey eats at McDonald's?
Yeah, dog. It's Trey's birthday episode.
yeah.
We're
dog.
talking all kinds of things, Flex Friday, great vibes. You're gonna enjoy this episode. Dogs, full of dogs.
You're gonna enjoy it, and there's a lot of great takeaways. Roll to the show. Jeez. All right, Roundtable. I'm your boy Corey G. That's at Small Arms Danny, at Trey Speed, and the graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak. What's good, fellas?
What's up?
Today is Trey's birthday.
It's a very special day.
Deuce, baby, 22.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I was wondering, Trey. So after 22 years of amazing life,
Here we go.
You've been through
Such a good
so
podcaster.
much adversity. You're growing these businesses. If you could drop one piece of wisdom, this one piece of wisdom for the future
for the
book,
jugular.
the life.
go.
Yeah. So, Dier, can you please? so please, as we're Stoics on this podcast,
Yes.
we are the new age Renaissance men. Can you drop some wisdom?
Well, first to start, I was talking to Corey this morning just about like how far everything's kind of come and all that, and just woke up pretty grateful this morning and everything. So
I can feel that on you.
Yeah. Man, the one thing I think we always say it, but we always go back to it, is just the consistency.
Yeah.
Just being consistent it's just the matter of doing it seems repetitive, but doing the same things that you know that you need to do every single day.
It is repetitive.
It is repetitive.
Which
yeah.
is why people have a hard time
It is repetitive, yeah. But I think the reality though is there's a lot of things that people have to do every single day that you don't want to do. But if you want yourself to be farther in life than you were the previous year or the previous month, then it just has to be done.
Yeah, it's fucking facts.
That's
I told
great.
Trey this morning that because I got started in business so young that and I'm not like crazy about like holidays and birthdays and all that, but I do always reflect. Absolutely. How could you not? It's like a natural thing to do. And I remember being 21, 22 thinking like I was not content because I was pushing, but I was happy with where I was. And I basically was telling him that he should be really happy with where he's at because of how much he's grown. And that's an uncommon thing, I would say. Because either people are too hard on themselves, which I think you used to be more, right? Mm-hmm. Or they're not hard enough on themselves, so they're fucking slapdicking all over the place.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a lot of time, most of the time I've reflected enough that I'm happy with where I'm at because I've been consistent in putting forth, a lot of pop every day. But I was hoping that you were feeling that way, which is why I brought it up, because you should be. So that's pretty exciting. Baller. And I'm going to try not to cry when I say this, but I was really sad because today's also my grandpa's birthday. But I'm really happy because I'm so proud of Trey. So it's like I had multiple emotions today, which was tough, which is why my front squad was like fucking so important. So take it.
It's fucking yeah. Trey, what's one thing you would say to your future self? I mean, you're still young, but like you 40 years from now, what would you tell him?
Speaking from like now to
to
a 4-year-old, man,
like motherfucker, like I'm doing all this work for you.
Obviously stay on the path, but I think honestly, like just to go off like Corey said, I used to be really, really hard on myself. Mm-hmm. I think one thing I would tell myself when I was 4 years old is probably like just enjoy life more too, though, at the same time, because just this past year, I feel like I've had a lot more just fun in life and like in general. And I don't think it was like that previous years just because I was really, really hard on myself. So I think that's what it'd be, is just go out, have more experiences, like whether it's just go out to dinner with a homie or something or whatever, whatever it is, but just put myself in more situations to have more fun experiences because I don't know.
I mean, it's important.
It's a ticking time bomb, like you should enjoy it.
Oh yeah, and I would argue that sometimes it feels like it's about to go off, right? Yeah. I've known you long enough. I've seen the ups and downs, like because we're together basically every day.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I was brought that up this morning, because I'm glad you feel that way, because you should.
Yeah.
But that's hard. especially for how you used to be more often
Yeah,
than not.
yeah.
So
Yeah, just like
it's good growth.
Yeah,
Trey.
just like enjoy life, because random shower thought I had the other day, but it's like,
Please.
but it's, I mean, it's just like you don't know what percentage you are at in life. For
No,
example, like
true.
today might be, I guess, like hypothetically you could say like you're gonna die tomorrow, and today's 99%,
Yeah.
and you don't fucking know. So you
I
should
was
make
thinking about that
so.
same exact thing today.
So
this
like,
morning.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you have, I don't know, you have no like guess on what percentage you are at in life. So you should always live every day like it's at 99%.
Somebody said the other day, or maybe they tweeted it, whatever, I read it, it was that we all have terminal sickness.
Since you were born.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
We just, no one just gave us an exact time.
Yeah.
Everybody's terminal.
Yeah.
And the first thing I think about is when somebody says like they're gonna do X, Y, and Z when they retire. Like I'm like that's this like the worst
old way of
perspective you
thought,
could think
yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
because you're not guaranteed the next freaking minute, hour, day.
I'll
week,
tell you
whatever.
this. I watched this as when I was your guys' age. The guys I worked with in the mine that were awesome. Worked a ton of time. Actually, some of them took care of themselves pretty good. I remember moving to Columbus 3 years later. I hear they retire. Most of them die a year to 2 years later from heart attack, an accident, whatever it is, right? One dude worked 40 fucking years, 1 million hours to then get to that point. 24 months?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're like, for what? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, and I know that that's not every situation, but I remember hearing that and feeling bad. I'm like, man, his name was John. I'm like, that dude was like a badass motherfucker, but he probably would have wanted like 10 years, not 2 or 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no kidding.
So it's like, yeah, I think that perspective is huge.
And that's what he thought he worked for too.
That's
But
the
what
other
he was,
thing.
But that's what he wasn't delivering.
And he
though.
was enjoying himself. That's the thing. That he had like a lot of hobbies, and I didn't know him like super well.
Yeah.
He's friends with Randy, and so I would keep up with what he was doing, and I was just like, yeah, he had all these like exciting things to do. It's a very limited time, and that's the most precious time because you're probably at the most possible problem area because you're older. It's just, yeah, that's why I think thinking like this is really important.
Yeah. I'll never forget in like my senior year of high school, my English teacher, he was about to retire, and he was like, he had to be maybe 60. And he looks in the class, he goes, he's like, today's my birthday. I just had a realization that like, I had a deep thought that I have more days behind me than I do in front of me.
Facts.
And I was like 17. I was like, holy fuck. Like that hit me deep. So I always have that like in my head.
Yeah, that's
It's real.
real. I always think the opposite question like that you asked about what I would tell myself because I'm doing what I always wanted to do, right? I would just tell myself because I had the first 10 years and all the blocks I've had really hard times, but like it's just all worth it. It's all worth it, and quit trying to put a time frame on it because you're not entitled to the time. Actually, when you become unentitled to the time is usually when it happens. So it's like when I would expect something to happen by X, it's not going to work. It doesn't fucking work that way. But if you do the things that Trey just said, which is continue to show up, embrace the process, continue to do the reps that you don't want to do, then you just have the best possible scenario for it to happen. And so I would, because some people have asked me, like, if you knew what it really took, would you still signed up for it? And I would. Maybe I would think about a couple different options from time to time, but the reality is that the reason why I'm me is because I've went through all of those things over the last 20 years, and I would just told myself it's all going to be worth it. Because in the early stages, you're like, is this worth it? Is it going to work?
Yeah.
The is it going to work part's really hard because you don't know. You just don't fucking know. And there was just so many less resources at the time. So I think that, yeah, I'd sign up for it again, 100%, because I got to do what I've always wanted to do, and I'll continue to do that because of those things. And that's, that's why we're all here. Most everybody wants that. It's just, I don't know if they know the path to it, but we're all making it happen right now. So
I think the common theme between all of us too is just like only focusing on the variables that we can control, which is what Trey said, every fucking day, showing up,
It's true.
doing the things you can do, and then like enjoying stuff when you can, and then like trusting that it's going to all fall into place somewhat. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not exactly how you would picture it, but it's going to.
we got a clusterfuck going on at Max Effort right now. I can't get bottles for 7 fucking weeks. The reason why you guys ain't got no flavors, which by the time this comes out, we'll probably have back in stock. But the reality is in this moment, this second, I got 20 pre-workouts and less than 300 aminos, and I can do nothing about it.
Exactly.
And it's just what it is. We already tried these. We have options coming up, but like at the end of the day, by next week it'll be better. But like I could be losing sleep over that right now, for real, as a CEO or the main dude in this thing.
But now it's an opportunity. We had, Donnie Traps come out every time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which but
press
we're
release.
taking that challenge head on.
Yeah.
It's time to be talking about these other products that we've neglected, that we all utilize and love, and the community. And it's like it's the glass half full.
Yep.
It's just what it is.
Absolutely.
I can't control that people didn't make plastic during the pandemic. Like it's just what it is.
Well, think about the pandemic on how many businesses folded versus looking at it that way and trying to roll with what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
huge.
it was opportunities for
Yeah.
sure. Well, I think that's once again, that's why I think Trey, back to what you said early, like I don't know that you were a glass half empty guy, but I think that you weren't a glass half full all the time guy either.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate.
So I think you're more the other way now, is I guess my
Yeah,
point, which is awesome. So you should treat yourself with love, Trey.
But I mean, like starting out, I think I've gained the perspective, like I want to enjoy where I'm at now, because honestly, I'm now starting to think like 10 years from now, is it still going to be like this? So I'm really trying to take this all in and love it. But like a few years ago, whenever everything was different, I was like, I don't want to take it. Like, I don't want to appreciate this right now because I'm not where I want to be yet.
Yeah.
So,
So the one thing I kind of learned from like being around the golden era guys, even just like Franco a little bit, and a couple of the Arnold's buddies that like a lot of people don't know, but they were there, is like they luckily captured that, right, with the pumping iron, with the pictures. Those dudes light up at any talks about it, including Arnold, right? Which is why I think my relationship with him was what it was, or is what it is. And I think about that a lot because we're capturing it. We're having a lot of fun, gym and in the office, and the content we're producing. And I have a hard time not believing that that's what this is. I would argue that, I had some other stuff that was this, that, or whatever, but the most fun, impactful, group and like the consistency, like it's all happening literally right now. So you should think that way, Cole, because I think we'll look back on this time frame, whether it's 1 year, 10 years, we don't know. But that, I agree with that. That is very true. And I think you should be working at, and that's how I'm looking at it too. I'm very thankful when I see what Trey sends every morning, because I know there's going to be a point in my career when I look back and I'll look at every day we did and all of the vlogs and all of the pictures. And I'm very thankful that that's happening right now, because I think we are capturing something that's super special at max with the content. How are you not going to go back 10 years and watch Donnie Trap video and not be like, that was so much fucking fun?
Yeah.
I would like,
Right?
I can't wait to turn on videos of the fucking Weekend Rager that we did. Dude, so G sent a picture of all of us
was great.
So good.
wearing the costumes. I'm on top of the freaking boxes in the gym. That's just amazing.
That you forget about because we
Yeah.
do so much stuff. So once again, like that's why I'm appreciative of that we're capturing it all, that we're capturing today's day for Trey.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like he can go back 10 years from now and watch this exact thought process. Motherfucker, I was right.
See how I felt then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Daily Fires and stuff too, because I can capture all during the pandemic, all during during when I was injured, like you can see like what is actually happening in that time. It's fucking it's epic, and it's super valuable, I think.
Yeah.
Dropping it.
Fucking
Damn.
yeah. Where we go from there?
Fuck, man, I don't know. I guess I want to touch more on like
Please touch on it.
The adaptability and the perseverance we have about this the whole bottle situation.
Sure.
Because we were talking about it, and yesterday I was like, this is just like this challenge we're facing.
Yes.
This is what we fucking do.
But we
fight
like
against-
it.
Yeah, I was like we've been facing adversity our entire lives. How is this any different? It could
no
be much
different.
worse.
Yeah, it could be
you know?
much worse.
But adapting to now, we just get to make more content, which like that's just
It's fun.
that's the new way, you know?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is like I remember when I first got like the text from Tyler or whatever, and he told me like the reality of like, and then the manufacturer was telling me about the bottles, and then I did the numbers in my head, and I'm like, how much we really don't have, because we were supposed to get some of it last week. And I literally yelled, fuck. And then I
Yeah.
walked out there. I was like,
But
fuck.
as soon
And
as
then I was like, all right, now we have to go
as
switch.
soon as you walked out the door and said you're like, we only have 26 pre-workouts left, that's whenever I immediately looked at Danny and I was like, we need to come up with the narrative that there's the bottle burglars.
Coming soon.
Yeah,
And Danny
so,
sends
yeah.
to the group chat a fucking burglar mask.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's happening.
yeah, I mean, so it's like, but that right there is that team shift where it's like, boom, we just have to go this route. So
Well, that's what's cool about it is that everyone embraces it. There's nobody like
they also have
folding.
no choice.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like a lot of people just kind of tuck their tail and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
fucking woe's me. You know?
Some
Yeah.
people would sit back and cry about it. We just like run. We literally attack it. We run
Yeah.
straight towards it.
I think that that's just a really good thing to talk about because, yeah, it's still happening whether you want to acknowledge it or not. So
Yeah,
if you
doesn't
you run into the fire, then you got a better chance of fucking like, you know, making a better situation, which is what there's a lot of things you can procrastinate on, but this is definitely not one that you can't do it in business like that. You have to take it head on because we can flip it into a whole positive. And I think I would argue that it already is heading that direction
Yeah.
off one day.
So real quick, what is this like in your career history? Where does this rank with like putting out fires for you?
Oh, it's not that high.
I think that's important for people to understand.
It's not. I never even processed it that way. Now,
Yeah.
Give
if
a
you
tidbit of something
So
else.
if you told me that right in this second I had 23 pre-workouts and 300 aminos and I wasn't getting product for a month, then that would change dramatically.
Yeah.
Till next Wednesday, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this doesn't. I mean, I would tell you this. I'll give you the Anderson Silva story. I don't think I've ever told it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping you were
Here we
going to
go.
tell us.
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's what I was
I know what
hoping
this
for.
is.
All right,
All right.
so this is Degenerate 101.
Another MP stories. All
Yeah,
day.
oh yeah, there's a million of them. So first off, we're fucking marketing like maniacs. That's how most of you guys know me. We're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions in the octagon. Sometimes we don't even have the money when we're spending it. I'm raising it. We're raising it as we're spending it.
Not stressful.
You know, Anderson Silva, I would argue maybe the toughest guy on the planet at the time, is getting ready to fight Vitor, I believe, which is where he had that crazy front kick. And then it was the MP was real big and it was like it went extremely
insane.
viral. Mm-hmm. I owed him $90,000 from the two previous fights. He called in very broken Portuguese English and told me, if you don't pay me on Friday, when I win on Saturday, I'm going to tell the whole world that you fucking don't pay your bills and you owe me money on the mic with Joe Rogan. And then basically probably kicked my ass, right? Just straight told me, like, that's how it works. And I go, fuck. So, and then we didn't have the money. It was like, because the thing is, money and fast do not come together most of the time, right? And that when you have to raise it, so I had to like get an investor, get a deal done. I think a couple of the deals that were in place hadn't closed for capital raise. Like basically the timing was off. I wasn't trying to stick Anderson Silva. I was going to have the money, but it just didn't happen. So I literally have like a day to fucking raise $100,000 or maybe 2 days, or Anderson Silva's going to like literally just like
Call you out.
run us through the mud and call me probably personally out too. Not just Muscle Farm. He probably would have said that fuckhead Corey Gregory owes me $90,000, and the kick that he beat Vitor with was like a legendary moment
Yeah.
that everyone remembers if you're a fan of the sport. So I was just doing this in my head. I'm thinking, Anderson Silva is the champion of the fucking UFC.
It's almost
and he's
laughable.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Like, and then I'm going to be known as the guy that can't pay his bills to Anderson Silva to like a bazillion fucking people. Now, would he have done it? I don't know, but probably.
Probably.
And I'd spent time with him a couple times at like trade shows, so it's not like he didn't know me. Like he knew me. Yeah.
Shit.
So there you go. So when I run that against, do we have bottles for 3 days? I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Get your ass beat.
Yeah.
And honestly, hearing all the stories about like the shit shows you went through, and you constantly relay the fact that like in the grand scheme of things, this is really small. It makes me feel like.
But see, it's
'Cause
all relative
could-
though. It might
yeah.
feel really big to you though, and I don't want to discount
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you guys know, as your leader, I'm not shook like that.
And in my head, I'm always thinking there's levels. There's the
Yeah,
levels.
there's
to this. Like what
levels.
level on the grand scheme of things.
Honestly, I hope you guys never have to deal with the shit I had to deal with. You
Yeah.
just listen to my stories and you make smarter decisions.
Yeah, which is good.
Which I think you will all learn from.
And I think if we all do face situations like this, we will run towards it.
Yes.
Can you give us? The
I had to
breakdown?
run towards it.
Yeah.
But I was gonna be running away from Anderson Silva.
All right.
Literally.
Can you give us the breakdown of we have this bottle situation?
Yeah.
Can you give us the breakdown on how you shouldn't act, how you shouldn't respond? Because I think that might be very impactful to know.
I think what here's what you could do is, look, I understand. I try to put myself in other people's shoes. Don't you think that the manufacturer would already have sold me the bottles if they had them? Right? Do you think they want to call me and tell me they can't get the plastic? You know what I'm saying? So it's like most people would emotionally blow up at that relationship. These guys have been riding with us for 5, bro, and they're amazing. That's why our shit tastes so good. And they bend over backwards anytime they know what's important to us. We have to be able to build stacks. I say that, and they'll go over and above. Most people would emotionally attack them, and it's not their problem. They didn't do this on purpose. Then the other thing is, but the customer who's listening doesn't know that. They just think, fuck, Corey, why you got one flavor aminos in? And also the truth is I think the best thing, which is why I'm talking about it now. People have messaged me about it. I just tell them, listen, having a serious problem with plastics right now. If there's a flavor, I write this. If there's a flavor you kind of like, I'd buy it because it might not be there. It's just what it is. So I think that instead of emotionally, and everything has a runtime. I hope we get them Tuesday. We might get them Thursday. Every day when you're in this is going to be a different. We attacked it yesterday, and I would argue that we won yesterday. But we only had one order when we walked in today. So you know what I'm saying? So you have to literally look at when you're in these like small battles that everything is like a strategy each day to try to win it, a mini battle within it, and try not to blow up anything that's really just an emotional outrage because you're pissed. Because I am pissed because then it's a bad look for me. It's a bad look for us. But I mean, this is also what I have to remind myself every time. This is what I signed up for. This is the reality of business. And it doesn't always just do this or this. No, it just doesn't work that way. So, and I also think when I fix the problem, I win. AKA we win. As we fix the problem, which is what we're attempting to do. So I try not to be like super emotional on people that are around the situation if they can't control it either. Because it comes back to you can control what you can control. And like I got the economic breakdown of why this is a problem. It was like the Mexican government and the Brazilian government have some shared massive facility that like they got the natural gas turned off of because they were negotiating prices on polyurethane and the COVID shut. It's like some like world.
Global.
Yes. This isn't just Max Effort Muscle bottles. This is like a world issue. Jake runs a pipeline company, can't get fucking pipe for the ground for infrastructure. This is not like, this isn't because we suck. And that's why I try to tell Tyler. I could tell Tyler doesn't like this stuff. Well, none of us do. Mm-hmm. He wants it to make sure like he's not trying to put us in this, that's his job. I said, bro, you didn't do anything wrong. We're supposed to have this shit 7 weeks ago. We can't control this. So I think it's attacking it with a clear mind and try to be not emotional to fuck up some type of relationships around it just because you're mad. Because I am mad about it. It sucks. I hate looking bad. Bugs. I hate being a pussy and I hate looking bad. So like if I don't take a weight and I think I'm a fucking puss, I fucking hate that. And I hate if I look bad when it's like my fault. Like there's a couple things that really bug me. Those are a couple.
Don't be a puss.
Don't be. Yeah. How do you follow that up, Daniel?
I don't know. I got nothing on that.
That's why I talk shit to myself when I go to take a big weight and I say, don't be a little bitch ass hoe.
You calling yourself a hoe is amazing.
I was like, why'd you get up today? Don't be a little bitch ass hoe, G.
That'll be the next Cash Money one day right there.
Yeah, my self-talk is interesting.
Clickbait, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I think this is good learning though, because I think the reality was if I don't go through the other stuff, I probably am more stressed about this. But you guys seeing and hearing those perspectives will only help you be better business people because you might not have to go through the other dumb shit to make these type of decisions because you heard perspective from me, which is why it is helpful to work with an older dude. I mean, when you work with guys that have been around the game, they've seen so many things, you can make better decisions as a young buck in the game. It's just, that's why this show was so valuable.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
ultimately it's going to make every single one of us better.
Including
coming
me.
out the other side.
Of course. A lot of growth happening out here, fellas.
Extreme growth.
Yeah, extreme growth.
Trey, you going to do arms today?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
I was
yeah.
you know, work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Squat and then do arms.
I asked him if he's
I'll-
going to
I'll do
lunge, and he
arms.
was going to
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Let's
McDonald's,
tell
bro.
let's tell the people your McDonald's order.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got
Oh yeah.
What's the Trey
Please.
Speed special?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
the
Deer
Trey
special.
Speed special is sausage egg McMuffin, and then
One.
Check.
just one,
Okay.
2 hash browns, or sometimes 2 sausages, sometimes 2,
Okay.
and then 2 hash browns, 2 sausage burritos, and then 1 McGriddle.
Cool.
So
I
it's
think-
like a
Trey
lot.
gets
It's a lot of
sides.
food, but
That's
it's only like,
amazing.
but it's like $10. So for like $10,
Yeah,
you can
see,
eat like a
fucking
fucking
feast.
medieval king.
All right, go.
Medieval king.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I felt like when he was just rounding that off, I heard that fucking thing replaying from the internet. Dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like egg
2
McMuffin,
sausage McMuffins.
Dog.
Dog. Trey Speed. Dog.
Dog. That is a fucking epic clip.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh
clip,
my
dude.
gosh.
Trey, lunge him out and have McDonald's today. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
amazing.
Trey, did you get yourself anything for your birthday?
No. Well, I am today. If I can find them, I'm gonna buy myself Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw you tweet something like that.
Yeah, because the 25th anniversary set came out today.
There you go.
So if I can find them though in a store, then that's gonna be my birthday present to myself.
That's
Would-
dope.
But I highly doubt I'm gonna find
I
it.
was saying.
So
Would you fight somebody in the store before it?
would I?
Yeah.
Depending on the situation.
He would have to. He would have to.
If you, like-
he'd have to evaluate the situation.
It was like you at the one end and another guy at the other end. You guys just like lock eyes. And
Yeah, if we like locked
Trey's
eyes
winning.
and then like
Trey's
he just
winning.
swiped every single pack in his cart.
Yeah.
Then yeah,
what
we
if-
would probably throw it.
Hey,
We
hey.
would probably throw hands.
What if it's the one guy with
End
the
up in a
sunglasses?
Walmart.
that
the
you only see
glasses.
at Goodwill?
The glasses.
Hey, so Trey has a rival that he sees at Goodwill. He tells me about him all the time.
You see him a lot.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's basically, and this guy's like, he's older, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's out for Trey. If it was him, would you attack?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I can't let him. I gotta win. I gotta win both battles.
Yes.
It's two different. That would because there would be 2 different battles. within this.
What are the battles, Trey?
Finding clothes before he
Okay.
finds clothes.
You were doing like yes.
And
Are you
then-
staring him down?
and
Like
then-
what's happening?
No,
the other
when
battle.
we walk in, we just
Do you guys
know.
nod at each
We
other?
No, we just both know that we're both about it,
That's
It's like the
fucking-
Wild West. Do
It's like a
you?
and
fucking
so we
It's like
want
standing
Yeah.
off.
It's a standoff.
and so we want to beat each other.
That is so fucking.
So you have
good.
like a mutual respect. Do you feel like there's a mutual respect?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to him?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you guys are aware of each
So
other.
he's not a twat. Like just,
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought he used to be, but then we got to know each other a little bit more
Yeah.
because I see him like pretty often.
Communicate. So you guys have like the same days. You're in the same areas.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it is
interesting.
for a lot of people though. You see a lot of the same people though every single day. Like you can tell there's a lot of people that go to the same specific spots at the same specific times every single day.
Interesting. Yeah, because they put out new stuff on the floor constantly,
Yeah.
right?
Has anyone ever asked you like, "Oh my God, are you Trey Speed from the Roundtable podcast?" Dog.
Just
I have had someone in Columbus ask me if I'm the guy that does your content.
Yeah. Hey.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That is lit.
Shout out.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Cole's signing creatines yesterday. Shit's
Yeah,
happening
saw
out here.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Proud moment.
That is
Yeah.
a proud moment.
Whoever gets those probably shouldn't even open them.
No.
Yeah,
should
honestly,
probably keep
that's
them
what I'm
sealed.
thinking. Like, if you really value
No.
this,
That's what I was saying.
this
with,
would be vintage.
that I was saying with like the case for the new store. You know,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like that
no.
should go in
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah,
saying
that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The
I'm
cre-
excited about the new store.
the creatine that will never be opened.
the creatine and the astronaut helmet. I have the astronaut helmet.
Yeah.
It's in my apartment. I have it.
You need to bring that back.
Yeah.
He's probably got to like
Why
on
is
a
it
platform.
at your apartment, Cole?
It was just in my truck one day, and
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure this is not locked.
Yeah. Got some Travis
I don't
Scott
have an
going on.
astronaut credit.
So you just fucking playing
No, I'm
Travis
good.
Scott and hollering at
Yeah.
Michaela.
Role playing.
I'm really
Dog.
just act like I'm John Glenn.
Yeah. Dog.
Call
Dog.
Me, call me Mr. Glenn.
Oh jeez.
Good God. There you
That
go.
was a great find though.
The astronaut helmet.
We were at Spencer's or whatever. It was
speaking to us. You
we
were like,
both
is that
saw
an
it. I was
astronaut
like, this
Yeah.
for the weekend rager.
I just remember when you were chasing Trey when your fucking bunny costume. Like that was so the funniest.
Oh, when
shit.
he pulled
Dude,
away?
I was dying. He had no
He
idea.
had
Your
no
fucking
idea.
little tails bouncing and shit.
Oh, none of that made any sense.
No,
This is so
No,
fun.
man.
just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have this much fun, huh?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Maybe we should make a public weekend rager next time.
Oh, I mean, it was
Yeah.
pretty fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that it's been a year since we did the surprise birthday.
Yeah.
Like that, it kind of went fast, Trey.
No, because I mean, as I've gotten older, life seems to go
That's-
faster and faster, which is what everybody
flies.
says.
Once you graduate high school, it
Yeah,
flies. That's why, like, I try to remind AG, especially now he's a junior. All this, and he's not really a drama dude, but when I hear stuff, I'm like, they're only cool for one more year, bro. Just letting you know.
Yeah, you're not gonna talk to him.
No,
Dude, that's such a good point. Though.
it's just the truth.
No, yeah.
They're cool for one more year. The funny thing is, I processed that relatively early, and I remember thinking like, oh boy, slate's about to be clean. I'm about to kill everybody.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
It's just the fucking truth.
Yeah.
I knew it because I was like, this shit doesn't matter. This is like some small town, small time type shit. And I'm meant to do way bigger things than this. I'm going to literally, metaphorically, like murder everything. And so, like, I just remember, like, sign me up. I can't wait. It's just the time's clicking. Like, it was amazing. I literally couldn't wait.
Fuck yeah.
You know, I think it's a way to, but that also will help you deal with drama when you're young, because if you can process it that way, you start to not take it as serious. I remind my kids about it all the time. I wish somebody told me. Like, I kind of had to figure it out, but I didn't really figure it out till I was about a senior. But like that right there, I mean, is huge. I think it's a huge benefit.
For sure.
Huge benefit, because it feels like your whole world.
Yeah.
Because it is your whole world.
Everything's trivial.
Yeah, I'm already telling Maddie that in 8th grade. Yo, only gonna matter for 4 more years. You know,
Straight up.
it's just what it is. That's not that long.
No.
Yeah. Well, fuck 'em. What else? It's like hook 'em.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What do you think? This is some great talks.
Yeah.
It's like an awkward pause right
Let's
now.
talk,
but
let's
we're
talk
good.
about the small wins we've all been having in the gym.
What's that?
We've been having some wanger banger weeks in the gym recently.
I agree with that.
Let's talk about training.
I think the meat here. Let me give you some chronological gangsterness. All right, you ready for
Yes,
this?
Break it down.
Go from wanger banger to gangsterness.
Yes.
Yep.
I literally was talking to Anthony before I came, and he was like, I got to go to this call. He's got like a business call in 15 minutes. I'm like, dude, 15 minutes is plenty enough time for gangsterness. He goes, we always have time for gangsterness.
That's
I said,
facts.
yeah.
That's facts.
I made a decision when I was on vacation, when I was growing the beard,
Pump
burglar, and that I was going to come back and just fucking power lift. I literally was on the boat, growing my beard, sleeping under the stars, enjoying paradise,
He's a philosophizer.
thinking I need to eat and just put my briefs on and squat. I swear to you, there's something fucking wrong with me. I
You
know.
saw the stars?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It all comes back.
You saw yourself just benching in the stars.
He's looking up. He's sitting on the beach. He's looking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, a picture of me in my briefs is pretty rough looking. So like, that's what I'm seeing in the fucking stars. That's pretty bad. Let me stack my fucking legs in like a sausage.
Your little schmeckle.
Yeah, my schmeckles all smashed.
Oh,
So
geez.
anyway,
Stuffed grapes.
so as I was lunging on the beach and looking into the stars, I thought, I'm coming back and I'm not being a fucking pussy anymore. I'm getting my shit together, and that's what's happening. I'm fuck warm-ups. I'm putting my briefs on. I'm fucking squatting multiply, and I'm getting back to the platform. Came back with the beard. I was intentional. Fucking as soon as I walked in that first day, Cole fuck was like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah." So I think that I like literally just made my mind up, and have figured it out. And it's not only because of me, but I know because I'm one of the drivers of the consistency of the front squats. Like even if I'm taking a plate, Trey said, more people standing over here, G, because you're able to do it again. It's just the truth. I need to be able to do this to drive this group. Can I beat most of the guys anymore? No. Am I trying every day? Oh, yeah. And if you keep missing workouts, I'm going to be catching some people real soon. I saw that this morning. So I think like that mentality, the guys are feeling it back on me again. We had an amazing meet. Guys looked most technically sound of ever in the history of the 4am crew. And I think that it's just a known undertone from kind of some things I've said about how we got here to even have this situation. And also now us like thriving in this situation. Cole's not banged up anymore. I'm not banged up anymore. Chris Stuck's not banged up anymore. Todd's not banged up. It's like, it's weird how it all shifted. Even Chris Cardinelli's not as banged up as he was. Like, he's even doing better. Like, everybody is doing better. And so I would argue that it was just a shift. And then there's also like Matheny and Will. They've been killing it this whole time, right? But everybody needs to have this vibe. So as a leader, I really was like, I need to make a shift and quit being a fucking victim. I don't want to be fucking hurt. I fucking hate feeling this way. And I just think that I was finally at like a crossroads where I could try. I was like, I haven't tried this yet. How about if I just go back to not warming up, not doing any of the shit you're supposed to do, just put my fucking briefs on and let's just start loading the fucking bar up and see what happens. I'll keep going to the chiropractor in fucking killers only. And here we go. So that's how I feel about the gym lately.
Fuck yeah. That was great.
That's a long-winded story.
Yeah,
but
I will say now since everyone is squatting together again, it's so fucking fun in the gym.
Exactly.
Right now. It's so much fun.
And even Jake wasn't complaining because it was taking long today.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I'm like, a lot more
Yeah.
people. He's like, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
it took a little while to get
everyone's in.
rolling.
Me and Uncle Todd are just battling again.
Yes.
It's fucking feeling great. Yeah,
Will,
we got some.
Will front squats 405 today. No wraps. Comes up out of it. The one hand falls
It
off.
was ridiculous.
So he basically like, I was going to grab it because I was on that side. It falls off his fingers halfway up. Just sticks into his like junior shoulder pads that he has on his fucking belts. And then he basically like just goes like this and still fucking lifts it.
You see it in the vlog?
No,
You
not
need to
yet.
watch it. It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
That's
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah,
It
405 no wraps though either, just to start it
And
off.
because it literally fell. So think about it. It fell, but he didn't even like budge. It just went, and then it just stuck there and he just kept going.
Delt meat. Jesus.
Unbelievable. But then he asked me, well, how many, 100, I did 100 rep skull crusher with 40 pounds. He asked me, what weight you use? I go 40. He goes, well, I'm using 30. I go, at least use 35.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. You've
it
been
feels
capturing
good.
it all, Trey. What do you think?
I think it's fucking awesome.
Right
I think it's
now?
a lot. Yeah, it's definitely like Cole said. It's a lot more fun when everybody's squatting for
Yeah.
sure.
That's why everybody knows
especially
me.
on
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people front squatting today, which
It
you
was
don't
awesome.
you don't see that. I mean,
No.
before
Small PR,
before
5
pre-
pounds a
before
day.
previous weeks, it's like 3 people.
3 to 5
Yeah.
people max.
That's
Yeah.
literally it.
Yeah. And those are also, by the way, the ones that have been making the most gains.
Yeah.
So that's what I would. That's why I'm like, even if I'm just, progressing my little way up here, and everyone else can push a little bit more, they're going to get more value out of it.
Yeah.
It just there's too much value in the front squat.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit some new all-time numbers.
Right there, Cole.
So I'm trying
I'm
to
really
do-
enjoying watching you lift again.
375 front squats, 5-pound PR.
Yeah.
Small wins.
Just making chips.
I want to hit 405. That's my goal. Is 405 raw. I want to raw dog that bitch. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to raw dog 405.
Pull that clip.
I'm gonna work my way up to a 405 bench. I at least need to hit it once in my life.
You absolutely. Me and Will were having this talk this morning because I told him right when I was kind of like heavy going to West Side, I wasn't 240 then, but I was like probably like 215, 220. I did a cycle where we went from four, not the kind of cycle most of those guys do. I went from four boards, 3 boards. We did a wave. We'll use that terminology better. I was all the way down to 1 board and I hit 410. And then next week I started my diet for a bodybuilding show. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know if I could just bench 405 off my chest. 1 board's like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like right there. And then it was that next meet, I think, is the one that I did is where I fucked my shoulder up. And I never really got that stability that deep with it. Because that one went 495 4 board, 455 3 board, 4 1/4 2 board, fucking 410 1 board. I was right there. And I don't know why the fuck I didn't say, stay fat 1 more week and just bench 405, you fucking idiot. So anyway, don't do what I did.
Yeah.
I'm not regretful.
I'm trying to like just focus on trying to get strong and hit like and feel good and hit numbers.
Yeah, you can.
And I'm just trying to stay in it right now. I'm not trying to fucking wang.
How much better do you feel being in it overall?
I feel so much better.
Yeah, because you're kind of mildly pissed every day when you can't train. That's how I felt.
Every time my shoulder would hurt me on bench and I would just stop, it would fucking piss me off.
Yep.
So then it just made me not want to fucking do it anymore.
And it carries.
But you know what's crazy is it literally all it took to fix my shoulder on bench to fucking get me feeling good again is literally just
go wider.
Is just moving it out like half an inch. That's all it took.
Hey, Danny said he'd be a lot happier if he had a half inch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all you need is another half inch, and it's a whole new world.
Generous.
Half inch away, Danny.
Yeah, sex society.
Isn't it amazing? I'm the guy that married you. I mean, what fucking? That was a lot. You know,
Yeah, that was
thinking
amazing.
For anybody who doesn't know, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I know that you guys were sending out some stuff to Nick, right, or whatever.
Yeah, I
And
sent
so
some
I saw
stuff.
the WeTransfer come through, which reminded me, and I was like, I cannot believe Danny actually had me do that,
Yeah.
and had no clue what I was gonna say.
Literally 1 year, basically from now.
Yeah.
Almost.
That was like really exciting. It was exciting that you guys were capturing it. It was exciting that I was being the merry guy. Fuck.
Yeah, it all worked out.
And then, hey, classic Corey G. I lost the paperwork. He bought it and sent it to me. I lost it. I had to buy it again.
expedite it.
Yeah,
all that
I
shit.
made Danny take the test for me.
I don't even know what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole process was amazing. Danny reminded me of the date 7 times. But then the best
I'm
part.
like, should I text Rachel?
Yeah, the best part though was that Linda set it up where like this is exactly what needs to happen. You just got to fill in this part right here with what you need to say. I was like, I got this.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I think he knows is I am a fucking performer. Like Dick Vitale says, I'm a PT player. Boy.
what was
like,
funny-
it put me in.
The rehearsal day was funny because I wasn't worried about it at all because I know you so well. But like everyone else, I'm like, I wonder what they're thinking right now.
They're thinking, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, you know. But that's what we are, the front line. Every one of us. If I don't think people understand. Like, if there's something big that needs to happen, if someone needs to say something, we're the fucking guys you want to put in because we'll fucking deliver. That's what it is.
The father-in-law, which I forget his name. What's
Tor.
his name? Tor, which is a dope name, by the way.
Yeah.
He even like mentioned how good I did in his speech. Yeah. Like I was like, hell yeah, Tor. That was making me feel good about myself.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
tore out here like
You know?
6'12". Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, that
6'12".
that was really an enjoyable day. Obviously, it was for you.
Yeah,
So
it was
awesome.
amazing.
It was great for us,
And
too.
the post-game interviews were great too.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot about those.
So
Yeah.
good.
I don't know that I've ever watched back the whole video.
I have it on my computer.
Yes, I would love to see those because those
Should watch that
were.
back.
Yeah, that's good. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
That was
Thanks
great.
for really believing in me there,
Yeah,
Danny.
you got it.
Yeah. You know
Well, I
what?
appreciate-
It's all.
we
It's,
appreciate it.
You
know
believed in all of us, really.
Yeah.
You're capturing the most important day of your life. You're one of them, right? That's pretty big deal.
Yeah. It was fucking
Fucking
awesome.
believe in us. Three
going
Stooges.
going back on you delivering this thing and Danny believing in you.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like to keep in mind is that like if shit's hitting the fan and someone needs someone to step up, that's you'll call on me. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
we are the fucking
Front
front
line.
line.
Let's go back to
yeah.
tweet that shit.
Pack, you need us?
Yes.
Fucking
Yeah.
send us. Safe Moon, you need
Yeah,
us?
we
Send
got
us.
you.
AMC, send us, you know? If you want a fucking Locker Rocker speech, hire me. Send me.
Fucking
Press the
ball
fucking
game.
button.
Fucking
We'll show
ball
up.
game.
Doesn't matter what time it is.
Oh, I heard it for a second. I heard a little Donnie Trapp's dialect. Like it went there. It went there. You didn't even mean
It's
to do
fucking
it.
natural,
It started
you know?
happening.
It's natural.
Oh.
Need a promo? Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Ad read? Got it.
Yeah, this is fucking, but this is great. I mean,
Fucking front line.
oh, I love this show.
It's great.
It is
I
great.
feel like there's gonna be a lot of quotes whenever, like 100 years from now, again, people are reading the book of Gregory of Small Arms of the Air.
like we're Stoic philosophers.
Yeah, there's
like
gonna
Marcus
be some
Aurelius.
quotes. Yes, there's gonna be some quotes pulled out of this.
We should have a bronze statue.
I
in
just
your
like.
honor.
I really feel like we are like the new age Renaissance men.
I'm
We're
believing it.
well rounded. You know,
I really think we can be on like HBO or something.
we're all creative as
You went
fuck.
from Showtime to
We're,
HBO.
hey, listen. We hit all of it.
Yeah,
We're
I'm pissed at Showtime
creative.
right now, so I'm going HBO.
Creative, got it.
Yeah.
Jacked, got it.
Dog.
Businessmen, got it.
Dog.
Dogs.
Oh, fucking amazing. Yeah, I think this is amazing birthday episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna title this. There's so many nuggets in here. I mean,
Yeah, it went everywhere.
yeah, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So much value.
We just call it Frontline.
We are the fucking front line,
High
dude.
value. Cole's got the vibe today.
We're the front
Yeah.
line. No one knows what
The
that
funny
means
thing is,
yet.
you're bringing back Flex Friday, but not bringing it like it's next week. But you're feeling
Yeah,
like
I'm-
it. But
I'm-
you came
I'm
in.
feeling it
You
today.
came in Flex Friday
Yeah.
Yeah,
today.
you see this
Yeah.
picture you uploaded this morning?
Yes, of course. I did.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
Juice.
Just come back. The people need it, you know.
I
Again,
mean, the people were asking for it.
yeah, again,
It's Friday.
yeah. Front line. We're the front line. We're going to war. You know. This is what we do.
That's exactly what we do. Hey, you know what you can us? You can share this with your friends. You can
Yes.
comment on it. You can fucking give us like a 5-star review because we are the front line.
We are the front line.
Bringing you value. Wish happy birthday to Trey in the
Yeah.
review. That'd be cool.
You know, leave us like what's your favorite tricep exercise? We'd
yeah,
love to
just
know.
put that in the review.
Bicep.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's
Share
a
it,
lot
to
of things.
share it to your Instagram story and tag us.
That's I think really big too. Yeah, tell your friends they got to listen. We can't swipe up anymore, which kind of sucks. You push the
Tap
link
it.
out. Tap yeah.
tap that. Tap that.
This is a Roundtable. I'm your boy Corey G. That's at Small Arms Danny, birthday boy at Trey Speed, and the graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak. We are out.